to speak, perhaps that will be that will undergird what has been said, so I better don't speak. All I can encourage this audience to appreciate is that the matter of security that we are talking about is from all intents and purposes. Most Nigerians, including government, are too superficial about it. They refuse to recognize the global implication of insecurity in our land. So when they talk, it is either they blame Buhari for everything under the sun because he's a Fulani man. It's out of sheer either innocent ignorance, or mischief, or because they don't know, but they claim no. Unfortunately, this what is happening to us today here has a global dimension. When the Western powers, led by America, decided to go and invade Iraq under a false intelligence report and took out Saddam Hussein, they destabilized the entire region. After the war between Iran and Iraq for 8 years, what happened was that there was the birth of Al-Qaeda and ISIS in that part of the world. At the same time, the Western powers again decided to take out Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi had prepared for war against the Western powers, and he had manufactured for him war arsenals. And when they took him out like a chicken, those weapons were available for a penny. The entire Sahel region, Maghreb region over Nigeria, have been very free now with these fundamentalists. And they have weapons, so sophisticated weapons. Since you were born, who has taken care of Nigerian borders among our leaders? Then you keep on blaming government, claiming Buhari because Fulani has allowed Fulani people to take over the country. I don't share your very grossly inaccurate understanding. And I hope someday we'll have time to talk about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We will not be closing this without hearing from the representative of the state government here. I'll start with the host state, Lagos State, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information, Mr. Shinoto, representing His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
The already established protocol. All that has been said about security and the importance and the role of all of us, whether state actors or community, what we have gathered here, the takeaway is that security is everybody's business. Just like this anecdote that when they came for somebody and you never bother to talk, eventually it will get to your turn. And so, what the Lagos State government is doing is to ensure that all residents in Lagos are secured and they are safe
to be able to carry out their daily activities. tó bá bá wọn pé tó ń bá gbèsè kò lé ẹ, you never can tell what is going.
We want from residents is to support the state government's effort to sanitize our road and our highway. And people talk about temporary dislocation of employment. But we want to ask all those who are now riding Okada on the highway, the survey carried out is that most of them have one trade or the other. And because some people are saying that this is just a very fast way of getting money, but we are not against people getting money, but you need to get the money in the right way and be able to ensure that
you protect the interest of the other people. So on that note, I want to crave the indulgence of all of us, because like I see, I know that majority of us who are gathered here, over 90% of us are Lagosians. Please join the state government to sanitize our society so that all of us can sleep with our 2 eyes closed. In terms of empowerment, the state government is doing it. You have seen what has been done by the wealth creation. Their livelihood, and the state government will continue to do that because this government is a caring and supporting government. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join the Lagos state government in this drive to ensure that we have a greater Lagos. Thank you very much.
Representing the Lagos State Government. At this point, I'd like to also invite the Honorable Commissioner for Youth from Edo State, representing the Governor of Edo State, Governor Baseki, and the President, Mr. Lawani Damian.
I want to recognize the leadership of this forum and the convener especially. Let me stand on the already established protocol and welcome everybody to this gathering. I say that my governor would have loved to be here because he's a governor of great change, but he's unavoidably absent because he's outside the country at the moment and will be back soon. In fact, he thought he would be here. It was like 10 o'clock last night that I called, that the governor just said, I must be here today, and that is why I am here. I want to thank the convener for this very opportunity. I might differ a little because I'm a youth and I'm the commissioner of youth in my state. In all the solution profile to crime fight, insecurity, an itemized point where the youth are properly captured, that any youth that is a graduate from Nigeria University, whether there is a job or there is no white-collar job, that youth is entitled to a certain amount of money to start a trade. And when the youth fail with that amount, the youth will be held responsible for his troubles. We had Vision 2020. When that vision started, and all the program itemized incentive region, incentive political division. None part of that document was open, and today we are in Vision 2020. And the youth are not even worried. It's my very disturbing problem. Nobody has been able to engage government that document and policies of government that structured the lifestyle of in 2015, in 2020. I think a lot of us have even forgotten there was a vision like that. And now we are having new vision. To be genuine on how to deal with problems of insecurity. And that borders on the life of the youth. Who are the kidnappers? Youth. Who are armed robbers? Youth. Who are drug abuse? Youth. Who are mentioning another social vices, cultism? They are all youth. Therefore, there is need for genuine approach as to fit in this problem, who are the problem of themselves, which are the youth, to find a solution to their problems. Because from what I have seen, I don't think the present generation will be able to find problems, be able to find solution to the problems of this new generation of youth until the youth themselves choose to find the problem themselves. Take for instance, we are come today crime. We are come in the north because Buhari is the president. That is why the northerners are not complaining the fight against Boko Haram. If it was Joshua Peter that was the president of Nigeria, there are certain methods and solutions that he can find to Boko Haram. He can give it a cosmetic dressing. But how are the youth in that region find solution to their problems? They cannot. Because those who are ready to find solution to the problems, they cannot find solution to it because they don't understand the languages of the youth. And that is why we are concerned that this issue of settlement, somebody is arrested, CP, release him, is your brother. They are fighting in the north. If a Christian person trying to engage the people on it, they say, oh, he's fighting the Muslim. We are calm now because people have begun to see that until we, as citizens of this country, find solution to our problem, it will not be fine. And the area of where I used to talk to youth on is celebrating those who have taken our common wealth. It is us, the youth, that celebrate them. And until we stop that, people in, like Daddy was saying, he said, when you begin to say you are finding solution with weapons, the armed robbers know that we have weapons, the kidnappers know that there is weapon, but that is not the solution. I'm sure if 0.5% of the youth are properly engaged genuinely with visible empowerment that is seen, I'm sure crime rate will reduce. Thank you and God bless.
So much has been said today. I can't even recap half of what has been said. I think that it gives all of us something to ponder over, particularly for someone like me. The last speaker really touched on when he focused on youth. Even though we too are gradually leaving the age of youth, I'm still a very, very youth, please. But I'm glad that the chairman of the National Orientation Agency was here. I only wish you were here to hear this last speaker, because I think that the National Orientation Agency owes it to the future of this country to reorientate the mindset of the growing youth. And the mindset, particularly from primary school through secondary as of today, is completely wrong. The mindset is that of money without work. So even the empowerment issue that is being discussed now, they do not see it as a solution. The easiest way for every as young from primary school is Yahoo, is to bet, is betting, is sports betting or Yahoo, something that brings instant money, instant. Nobody wants to buy, wait for customer to come, sell, make profit. No, that is not the orientation. So I think a lot needs to be done in terms of changing the orientation of the next generation, because our own generation, we died there. Our orientation is already made. It's either, and we are all guilty. We are all guilty of it. Everybody that you know in high position, you want to milk them dry because he's a senator, Molano. Where will he get the money if he's not going to steal it from your own money that is with him? I mean, we are all guilty. So the orientation has to change completely from everyone. So I like to appreciate everyone for coming, but it is not my responsibility. I'd like to invite Otumba Femi Okela to do the honors of the vote of thanks, and we would also, I believe we will also have a closing remark from the chairman after the vote of thanks. Please, a round of applause for Otumba Femi Okela.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been given this task, and it's very simple. I will stand on the existing protocol and to say that we have had a lot from the guest speaker, Honorable Minister, who is already absent now. But the lecture given is out of the box. It's something not to me, I picked up a lot, and I'm certain you have picked up a lot too. So we have to appreciate him for spending the time, although he's not here. We are on behalf of United. I express our gratitude to him. I would also like to express to His Excellency, the Governor Babatunde, His Excellency, the Governor Sanwo-Olu, they'll be represented by Mr. Shino Top from the PS Ministry of Information. Also, His Excellency, Governor Obaseki of Edo State. And also, I would like to express our gratitude to the former Inspector General of Police, retired but not tired, IGP Solomon Arase. Also the chairman, and also the chairman of the occasion. We thank you for coming and sparing your time. And also we have Papa and Grandpa Padoku. We thank you for coming. Also, we cannot extend our gratitude without thinking of the convener and his association that has brought this together. It's very instructive. It's very instructive to know that UAC is a non-political, non-religious organization that has the heart of this nation at heart. And we are being funded voluntarily by our members without any control from external agency. The convener and all the members deserve a good round of applause for putting this together. And I will also say, you also deserve to give yourself a good round of applause. The reason why I say this is very touchy to me. You could have been in another place, but because we have the heart of this nation, that's why you're here. And I'm certain you've picked one or two things that is your own. So let us be a doer, do not just be a listener. For instance, I've learned one or two things which I'm going to put into practice in my business. And it's as a result of what I've learned today. And I'm certain you must also have had a lot that has to be put in place. Like the guest speaker said, there is a lot of roles to be played by everybody here. We are the government, we're the society. Nigeria cannot go better than all of us. It can only be as good as we are. So please let the whole investment of today be manifested in what transpired
global in the country. So I will thank you again, once again, and I thank everybody for sparing the time to be here. And we hope we look forward to seeing you for our next event. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Otumba Femi Okinla. Once again, we would like to appreciate the chairman. Thank you so much for coming. And he's also magnanimously adopted the vote of thanks as the chairman's closing remarks as well. So we will not be hearing from him again. We'll just back to his destination. Before we leave, let me announce once again, just before we take the closing prayer, the lecture will be shared to all of us sitting on our seats. No one, if you want a copy of the lecture, please do not leave your seat. It will not be handed over to anyone that is standing. That is the instruction. So please just remain on your seats while this bring it. Just the same way they are sharing drinks and food on your seat. It's the same way we are going to share copies of the lecture. And we have more than enough. So there's absolutely no reason to even stand. So, on this note, I would like to respectfully ask that we all rise to recite the second stanza of the national anthem as our closing prayer. O God of creation, direct our noble course, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true. Great love to attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen. Amen. You may be seated, please. Thank you very much as we share the lecture with you. And for those who have not gotten refreshments, please remain on your seats as well. There's refreshments for everyone.